it actually moves me to the topic of today, which is about linking a dream or integrating a dream into our energy field so that it starts executing by itself. Later on in this program, we're going to do an implementation of a program of success in our energy field. But right now we're going to talk about a dream, the difference between a dream and purpose, and we're going to link it to some of the goals that you have. So I've had programs about purpose, and I have quite a few slides prepared for you today, but I don't particularly like following slides, and maybe I'm going to show you a few. But I want you to have them in your documentation to remind yourselves what we've talked about when you follow the slides. Mm-hmm. So I've had programs on purpose before, and I've always talked about the logical aspect of discovering your purpose, and then then there's a psychological aspect which borders esoteric and energy, and then there are energetic exercises which go into the realm of feeling, of sensations, of what we do with the Silva method and with this method, further energy information system. So, however, when we talk about purpose, it is still not, it's too much logically bound. I would say it has the association of society of being too commercial, logically bound. While when you're talking about a dream, I have a dream, this is more inspirational. It takes you a bit higher up. So this is what I suggest we actually do today. We start with the dream. We discover the dreams that we had when we were children, small children, between the ages of 5 and 7. Then what dreams we had in the ages when we were teenagers, just before we graduated high school, and then what dream we have today. So what we're going to do is, while we are in alpha or in our ideal pattern state, like we learned to do last time, while we are in alpha, we're going to remember how we were between the ages of 5 and 7, what dreams we had, what activities we had, what games we played while we were dreaming about our dream. And we're going to make notes. So from time to time, when you have a revelation, you're going to make notes about what you were thinking while you were playing the game, or while you were dreaming this dream, or what activity you did. The same we're going to do with the timeline of when you were a teenager before graduating. This is usually the time when you don't dream as much. I mean, you're already operating fully in beta, so you're becoming more and more logical. You've become completely logical, so you probably won't remember that much about your dreams, but once you're in alpha, it will start coming to you. And then we're going to move on to nowadays, and what can you dream about now? Yeah, so it doesn't need to be, this is very high level. So when we're talking about dream, it's all about, imagine it's like brainstorming. You don't need to logically verify it. Can I do it or not? You're not asking your logical mind. You're just free flowing and writing down. And what activities do you associate with this dream that make you feel pleased, at peace, and so on? Because any moment where you feel a deviation, where you feel uncomfortable, you don't trust, there's a guilt, or you start feeling bad or something like that, this is not your dream. So you start tweaking it, and whatever comes into mind, what you're doing, who you're interacting with, your activities, make a note. Dreams and favorite games, you make a note. And then on this side, activities that give you these feelings, or imagine the activities. So this second part, you can write down after we finish. You don't need to do it while you're in alpha. Just focus on the dreams and favorite games. If an activity comes up of what you were imagining you would do in this dream, write it down, right? Maybe you were playing dentist. For example, I remember when I was 8, I was playing dentist a lot. I'm not so fond of this dream now, but I remember I was playing dentist. So I had this like a ceramic chin because they had an imprint of my teeth, and I was fixing it, and I had all the instruments. My mom had brought me instruments from a friend of hers, from a dentist, with all these things, and I had a table with all the dentistry stuff. But that was just a game. So what activity I could imagine is still helping people and healing people in some way, although it's detached. It's not like I can relate what I'm doing right now with dentistry, but there's a link. So again, what warms you up is not a plan, it's a dream. So anything that gives you a good warm feeling. And while we're doing this, I don't know if you can see the full slides here when I share it like this. While we are doing this, we are going to increase the upward and downward flows, as the upward flow is actually more important to embody the dream. So we're giving it more power. We're giving it more energy. And the same thing we're doing not only with dreams, but we're doing it with a single goal that we have. We can infuse it with a lot of energy. So whatever you've said as an activity, this is what I would be doing in my dream. Start doing it right now, because most of the things that you mentioned, you can do already. You are actually doing it already. So this is more of what you need to be doing to draw in your dream. Because in the end, you're doing similar things. It's probably just the scope that changes. It's a bigger scope, it's more international, but in the end, the activities remain the same. So focus on what you're doing in terms of activities, and the rest you will draw easily.